So what happens when you get a pathogen entering into your body and starting to cause problems? Of course, you will have an immune response. If you're getting this pathogen for the first time, your body responds through what we call primary immune response. In this case, the usual cells come. The macrophages, they come. The T cells come. The B cells come in order to contain the situation. One of the unique things that happens is that you'll have cells called memory cells being produced. Remember, the B cells are the ones that produce the antibodies. And we said the B cells can differentiate into plasma cells and the memory cells. And I've explained the role of the memory cells. Okay? So usually, when you attack for the first time, that response that you get, the primary response, which you have just described, where these T cells come in to make sure that the B cells are activated, and then the B cells producing the antibodies that are needed, and then also producing the memory cells. That is the primary response. Usually, in terms of antibodies, the antibodies are not a lot that are produced. So they are actually fewer, but it also takes quite a duration. Okay? Because this is a new pathogen that the body is having. But again, in future, if that same pathogen attacks you, the response is going to be greater. And that is what we term as secondary response. The response is greater because already the memory cells are there and they will produce higher numbers of the antibodies. And that's why the immune response is higher, but also fast. Within a short period of time, you have sufficient antibodies to deal with the problem. So that is secondary response. So we have come to the end of this presentation. Our bodies can be attacked by viruses, bacteria, fungi, and different parasites. Of course, when this happens, you have cells to defend the body against these pathogens. These cells that are going to play this role in adaptive immunity are basically the lymphocytes. They use a number of strategies to deal with this problem. One of the things is that these pathogens have what we call antigens. And these are the ones that are detected by the immune system. And then appropriate antibodies are produced by the B cells. Other cells are very important. For example, the T cells. They also play an important role. Okay? T helper cells, cytotoxic T cells, suppressor T cells, they also play an important role. So usually the immune response is coordinated, and that memory cells are often produced such that in case you get any future attacks, the same cells can be able to produce the antibodies that can deal with the problem when it arises. Thank you.